What's up, everybody? It's New Comic Book Day. It's actually the day after New Comic Book Day. We're going to talk about some new indie comic books, so make sure that you like this video and get ready to talk about some new comics. What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel, where it is the day after New Comic Book Day. And as I said, we are going to be talking about some new comic books that just hit the shelves of comic shops this week. Now, I probably would have done this stream yesterday and talked a little bit about this, but my new comics didn't come in until late. The Diamond shipment didn't get in there until yesterday late morning, so didn't get everything read in time to do a stream yesterday. So we are doing that today. Now, in case you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell so you get those notifications anytime I upload a new video or go live. And if you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please consider becoming one of the channel members. The Myrtle Maniacs is what we call our channel members. Now, one of the things I do for our channel members, aside from doing the occasional live stream, is I also do some giveaways of some of the comic books that I go out there and crowdfund with some of the money that I make here from the channel. And the next big book that I'm getting ready to give away is right here. This is Lady Death. This is it's Hellwitch Forbidden from the great folks over there at Coffin Comics. Now, this is signed by the creator Brian Pulido himself. A very great cover there from Diego Bernard, and a very good series. I have liked the Hellwitch series so far, although I will say I've only read, I think, the first 2 issues of that series so far. As when I got into it, I kind of wanted to go back and reread all of the Lady Death chapters that they have had, which is God, what are we at? I think we're at 17 right now. I think we're at number 17. They actually just launched a Kickstarter campaign yesterday for their latest campaign of Lady Death, and I still actually have to get caught up on some of those Lady Death books. I've actually even got the Lady Death Omnibus that they just crowdfunded last year. So I can get through those, and it's a bigger format than these regular sized books. Very nice format for those books. But I will be giving away this copy of Hellwitch Forbidden to one of our channel members. All you got to do is be one of our channel members at the digital copy or higher tier to get entered into that giveaway. Now, one of the other things that I will be giving away this Friday, that is tomorrow on the Trailer Park Live, is this copy of Here Comes Calico, the manga. This is volume 1. I will be giving this away to one of our channel members tomorrow on tomorrow evening's stream. Now, one of the other things that just came in the mail, this came in yesterday, was the Here Comes Calico volume 2 manga as well, and I will be giving a copy of this away to one of our channel members here shortly as well. And again, all you got to do is become a channel member at the digital copy or higher tiers, as I will probably soon be adding on a different tier here for the channel memberships, and it'll probably be $1, and it'll be just the emojis. That's what it's going to be called, just the emojis. And speaking of which, one of the things I need some help from you guys out there, all the people who come here to view the channel, whether you're a channel member or not, is I need some ideas for emojis to put into the chat. I've got some that are there, and I just kind of want to update them and get some new ones on there. When I first started the channel memberships, I just kind of put some stuff up that, just I had some ideas that I had. There weren't even ideas. They were just ones that I had that I could do. But I need some ideas from you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching this here on the live stream or watching the replay if you have any ideas. Or you can feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter is probably even the better place. Or no, I'm sorry, X. Because they wanted to let you know what's going down on Twitter, and that's X. Whether it's X-rated or X marks the spot, or maybe you're one of the X-Men or Whammon. You know, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below, or as I said, feel free to reach out to me on the social medias. I want to say thank you once again to everybody for being here. I see we've got some great people here. We've got Romeo Creaturion. Did I say that right? Creaturion? I think I did. We've also got Rhea, the Glimmering Harpy. Thank you so much for being here. My man, RC Scott, here as well. And my man, Quentin. Quentin, I hope all is going well with you, as well as RC Scott, Rhea, and Romeo. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Now, as I said, we're going to talk about some indie comic books here. And the first one that I've got here is this new series on Titan Comics. And this is Scarlet Couture. Now, I did get a couple of these different covers here. Got this one right here, and man, I swear I had another one. I got too. I could be wrong, but I got these two right here. These two covers for Scarlet Couture, and I'll tell you, I haven't got a chance to actually read either of these copies yet of Scarlet Couture, but it is created by Des Taylor, and it was just one that I just didn't get a chance to read yet here before the stream today. But I was getting into it, and I was kind of trying to figure out. I'm like, man, like who did the art in this book? But it says here on the front, just created by Des Taylor. I actually got on the internets, on the interwebs, and looked it up, and I guess it's just created by Des Taylor. It doesn't say written by, art by, letters by. It just says Des Taylor. So I'm guessing Des did the writing here, the art, as well as the lettering. And I'm not sure if he did actually, if Des Taylor actually did any of the covers. But I got in here, kind of flipped through it, and I'm not really into the art style that is here. I don't know. It's just something a little bit different. It's not bad or anything. It just looks a little more, I don't know. It looks like a little bit more like animated cartoon style, and I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. But seeing this art style is kind of like, I don't know. I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm glad I didn't go ahead and do what I was going to do, because I trust the good people over there at Titan Comics to deliver some good books, but I didn't order all of the covers here for this series. And I don't know. I guess by the time I read it and sit down, I'll do a review on it and see how this series is. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read Scarlet Couture. And it's Scarlet Couture, the Munich File. So I'm guessing that's probably their designation for the first series. Maybe the next, like volume 2, will be something else. But yes, so I haven't got a chance to read it. But I mean, let's face it, it's women, guns. How could you not like that, right? And I mean, it looks like a hot woman on the cover. Who doesn't like hot women and guns? I mean, unless you're just un-American. But maybe you're not American and you still like hot women and guns. I don't know. Like, I know one of our viewers here right now, Romeo, he's not American, but I mean, I'm sure he probably likes hot women. Maybe he likes guns. I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions, but let me know down in the comments below if you've read Scarlet Couture, what you thought about it, and also while you're at it, let me know what new comic books you picked up this week as well. And then I'll get into this new series from AWA Upshot. This is The Madness. This is issue number 1, and there was a few different covers for this as well. This is the first cover right here, as well as we've also got the second cover that we got here. Little look at our main character, and then of course I think they've been doing these like horror editions right here, homage editions. So we got this one as the third cover right here. Now this book right here was written by J. Michael Straczynski. And in case you don't know, J. Michael Straczynski is actually getting ready to write the new Captain America series for Marvel Comics. I mean, maybe it's going to be good. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I think he's a pretty good writer, but, I know there's other people out there who kind of take issue with some of the things J. Michael Straczynski had done in the comic books. But however, I think what was that, Spider-Man? Was that Spider-Man he was writing? And I think was it Spider-Man? And then that's what led to the was he writing the series that led to like the Superior Spider-Man stuff, or was it no, it was something else. It was something else. I know I'm forgetting what it is, but people were upset about it, and I'm like, look, you can be mad at J. Michael Straczynski if you want for what he did in those Marvel comics with Spider-Man, but you got to understand too that he's actually working for a company, for Marvel Comics, and he was probably told like, hey, in the middle of whatever story he was writing, they're probably like, hey, we've got this plan for Spider-Man, and you've got to do this in this book, and he's probably like, okay, you're gonna tell me what to do? Well, I guess I'm gonna just do whatever, and maybe I'll make some people mad and not put my all into it. I don't know, but let me know down in the comments below if you know exactly what I'm talking about. The art here is by Acko, which is Alex Cal. Man, I can't remember his last name. Oliveira. Inks by David Lorenzo. Colors by Marcelo Melo. Lettered by Sal Cipriano. You can take a little look at those right here, and you can see a little bit of that Acko art in here. Now, this story right here, I thought was pretty good, and I gotta say, I like the art in this book as well. Acko's art that he did in here was pretty good. Now, I couldn't remember what else I had seen his work on. Apparently, did some work with I think the Fantastic Four, maybe. Fantastic Four life story. Maybe he did some covers, or maybe the art in that book. I can't remember. I was just looking it up online. But then I also remembered, I knew there was another book he'd done from AWA Upshot, and that was American Ronin that he did the art for as well. Now, in this particular book right here, what we see is, AWA kind of has this shared universe of that they are doing here, which a lot of these things kind of took place after what happened in the very first series, which was oh man, why all of a sudden am I forgetting it? I'm all of a sudden forgetting the name. But basically, what happened was, it was kind of convenient that it came out in like February of 2020. There was like this pandy that swept the world and killed a lot of people. A lot of people were reborn with powers. A lot of people had died and things like that. Very interesting stuff. And this book, The Madness, seems like it kind of takes place in that same shared universe. As I said, they've not all of their books seem like they do that, but this one certainly does. Now, what we find here is that our main character here, she is going out on this final mission, which we see her here out on at the very beginning of this book, where she's going out to get some money, to get some gold on this last mission that's going to set her and her family up for life. And, well, you can guess that she goes out on this mission. Things go as planned, but not without some repercussions, in which we find that her identity actually got found out. Through all of that, we also, at the beginning of the book, we kind of learn about her powers, in which she has multiple powers, but all of her powers that she has, she can do things. She can fly. She can have impenetrable skin. She can be has super strength, super speed. Pretty much all of the different things that you might want in being a superhero. I don't know. Could she be invisible? I don't know. We didn't get that far in this book, but the thing is she can only use one power at a time. So imagine it's like that. Imagine it's like that show that just ended. Remember that one really, like, maybe you're traumatized and you don't remember what happened in the Secret Invasion show. But there was that last episode where Gaia, like Talos' daughter, got all the superpowers of all the Avengers and then some. And she was sitting there and fighting, and she got all these powers. So supposedly she's one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe. Well, I mean, imagine that almost like our character here, but she can only use one power at a time. So you got to kind of probably pick and choose those things wisely. Well, as we see here, as I said, there was some repercussions to her actions when she went out on this mission to get this money to set her up for the rest of her life. And as after that, obviously the people who she took that gold from, didn't like it, and they reach out to this Council of Heroes, which we get introduced to here as well. These, I guess, heroes, if you will, sounds like they are somewhat. They even say it in here. They're eternal. No, they're not the Eternals, but they basically have been around for a long time and probably will be for a long time to be afterward as well, as they are called in here, and they're kind of recalling some of their past exploits and things like that. To get ready to go on this mission and decide if this is worth their time to go out and do. And I guess we come to the conclusion that it is, and that's where some of these repercussions come in after this bomb is set off. That looks like it sort of triggers our main character, maybe more powers in her as they take from her the things that she loves most in this world, and we kind of see that here towards the end of the book. And I gotta tell you, I wasn't sure what to expect out of the madness, but I will tell you, I quite enjoyed this first series out of the madness, coming to us from AWA Upshot and the mind of J. Michael Straczynski. Some very good writing in there, and again, I mean, sometimes you read something or you watch a movie and it seems like, okay, like I see what they're good. You're kind of getting like these info dumps at these certain points, but it's like, it's also kind of convenient too. I mean, it works out. It works out. Like we're sitting here being told about our main character's powers and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, like just in this normal conversation, everything's kind of going on. You're getting introduced to all her powers and the different things that she can do. I'm like, but it also works at the same time. As cheesy as it seems, it actually really works out good. But I thought The Madness was a very good series. Let me know down in the comments below if you have got a chance to read The Madness. We'll say what's up too. I see we've got Jedi Mike in the building, as well as Lucas Texvenger. I hope you guys are doing very well today. And then let me go ahead and get into this next book that I want to talk about. And this is Gene Simmons' Dominatrix. This is coming to us from the people at Opus Comics. Or is it Opus Comics or Opus Publishing? It might be Opus Publishing. Let's see. It just says Opus. Let me see. I'm going to have to open the book here. It doesn't say. It just says Opus. Maybe they don't have publishing or anything like that. It looks like they do music as well. But they have been putting out quite a bit of books here lately. I know they started with doing some of the Bill and Ted books, some of those tie-in things. They've also been doing different books with like musical artists and stuff like that. One of the books that I recently read from them was Ziltoid the Omniscient, which was actually this creation of Devin Townsend, one of my favorite musicians out there right now. He actually did the CD called Ziltoid the Omniscient, and it came out, man, it's probably been well over 10 years ago at this point. And then they also had a second album called Z2, based on, and it's like this CD that's like a concept CD, but it's all like a musical about this character, Ziltoid the Omniscient, who's actually just out there looking for the world's greatest cup of coffee, or the universe's ultimate cup of coffee, if you will. Very good stuff. But here we've got Gene Simmons, who I'm guessing basically just came up with this idea for this book called Dominatrix, because it is actually written by Holly Interlandi, as well as it's got pencils by S.L. Gallant, inks by Maria Keene, and colored by Michael Woods, lettering by Jacob Beskar. I'll show you those names right there where you can check this out. And what we learn in the first issue, we get introduced to our main character, Dominique, as she is obviously a dominatrix. And what we see is like this book kind of reminds me of, say you got like this sex worker, like say you ever seen the movie Limitless, the one with that one, Limitless, where the guy has the little pills that he takes and they make him super smart, and and like really genius, and he can think like right on, like don't even have to think about things. Just all that genius comes to him, all the smarts come to him right there in real time, as it basically elevates his mind and opens him up to this whole new world. And that's kind of like what we see going on here with our main character here, Dominique, as she was out on a job with one of her clients, and as she was there, basically the client was being hunted after. He was like, somebody was after him. They had a hit out on him because he had these drugs. He had this big old duffel bag full of drugs. And she basically, as she was escaping from these, from these, I don't know, I guess thugs, if you will, these gangsters that were out there to reacquire these drugs. She ended up taking some, and like I said, it set her mind off. She ended up killing them and escaping. And she reached out, and that's where we kind of find out, like, obviously shit had hit the fan, and she had to find a place to go to because they found out where she was, where she lived, and all that stuff. They're tracking her down now, and she had to reach out to a friend to get some help, and that's where we end up in this book. Is she is there with her friend as she is getting ready to meet with them. She has also met with somebody else there who knows exactly where she was going, so they can try to get those drugs back from her. Her friend ends up dying, and while like I said, shit has hit the fan. She's like, okay, so who are these people and what are they after? And so she ends up traveling to Jakarta in Indonesia, going there on this trip, as we can see here, to track down exactly who these people are that are after her. And we can see that while she don't like taking these particular drugs, it's obviously something that helps her in all of these pursuits. Kind of makes her a super being, if you will. When you have all that stuff just coming at you, and you can think a mile, I guess 10,000 miles a minute. You can see she kind of gets the upper hand on a lot of the people who are after her in any of the situations that she's in, though still not infallible, as we see she does even get caught here as well. Once again, keeps getting into these situations. Altogether, I gotta say, I didn't really know what to expect when picking up that first issue. I thought that first issue was done, was really well written. The art in it is pretty good as well. I've really enjoyed the series so far through these first two issues, and I will tell you, while I do definitely like the story going on here, like I said, it kind of follows some tropes of things you've probably seen. Like I said, it's like this sex worker meets Limitless, the movie Limitless. I'm telling you, it's just like that. But I like the art in here, and even the artist really is good at, pretty good at the action and setting everything up, and going from panel to panel here, and just doing that, the way it flows and everything, you kind of get into it, and it pulls you in pretty good. Altogether, Dominatrix, very good series, one I definitely recommend checking out if that sounds like something that interests you. If you like seeing hot women kicking ass, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good book. But again, maybe all you gotta do is tempt me with boobies, and maybe just a nice Jim Ballant cover. Jim Ballant, very good artist, been around for a very long time doing the covers here, the main covers here for this Dominatrix series. And this is again one, like, I could imagine seeing this one on the big screen. Like I said, when I read it, it reminds me of that movie Limitless, and I'm like, okay, so we're kind of there. You get a sex worker involved as well, and it just kind of goes from there. I mean, it sounds like it would make for a pretty interesting movie, and getting into it, it does look very cinematic, the way a lot of the art is done, and like I said, the action scenes and everything kind of going on there. I could see this being a pretty interesting movie if it was something that was ever going to come out. But let me know down in the comments below if you have ever read Dominatrix, if it's something that's hit your radar or not. Like I said, I picked it up. I was like, I wasn't going to at first. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, it feels like it's an easy cash grab. You put a hot chick on a cover with some titties, and you got me, right? But the book itself, it piqued my interest. It was Gene Simmons. So yeah, that Gene Simmons from Kiss. And I was like, yeah, we'll check it out. And it's been pretty good so far, but let me know down in the comments below if you have read Dominatrix and what you think about it. So we've also got Alexander Webb stopping in just for a second. All right, well, I hope you're doing well, Alexander. Guys, if you haven't checked out Alexander's channel, make sure you can punch it in there. Alexander Webb, go check out his channel. Does some very good content over there, and occasionally does some of those shorts that just absolutely crack me up. Now, I will get into this last book that I have here for the week. And this one is one you guys know if you've been watching here for, I don't know, I'd say maybe a little over a year now. A series I have really enjoyed, which this one right here is Heatseeker, which is spinning out of the pages of Gun Honey, which they've done 2 series of so far. They did Gun Honey and then Gun Honey Blood for Blood was the name of the second series. Very good series. And I actually got 2 covers. I still need to find of that first series. But this right here is Heatseeker on Titan Comics. Written, we got our same writer here, Charles R. Dye, and we've got several different covers here for this. This is the first cover by Lee Inyuk, or Inyuk Lee, I guess. Then we've got the second cover here from Selena. Another very nice cover that we've got here. That's the second cover. We've also got the photo cover, the cosplay cover, right here with Gracie cosplay. Another great cover here. And then we've got this fourth cover here from artist Ace Continado, which is the artist for the book, doing the art inside the book, and you can see that cover right there. And then we've got what is this, the 5th cover, and this one is from Claudia Caranfa. This is more the explicit cover, the risque cover, if you will. Once again, another nice cover. Then we've got the 2 virgin variants of the previous covers as well. Some very good stuff here in Heatseeker. Now, as I said, this book is actually picking up out of the pages of Gun Honey, where we've seen in Gun Honey the past couple of series, our main character, she had, what she had done was, her thing was getting guns into places where they're not supposed to be at. People, if somebody had a hit or a job that they needed to do inside of a prison, inside of a music hall, inside of, wherever you're not supposed to have weapons, wherever they have screening for that, she has ways that she would go and get guns into where they're not supposed to be at. She wasn't necessarily a gun dealer, but she would get those, maybe she sold the guns to them too, but she would get the weapons where they needed to be for the people who needed them. And here in this series, Heatseeker, we actually got introduced to our main character in that second series of Gun Honey, which our main character here, and I'm forgetting her name all of a sudden, she actually goes and she doesn't get guns where they need to be at. What she does is she's a magician. That's what she kind of got taken with as a child, was a magician. And what she does now is helps people disappear by way of illusion, making people see what she wants them to see and think that maybe a person has died. In this case, we have Jessica Tan, who is our main character in the first Gun Honey series, and one of her and her partner was it Bixby Barrow? I can't remember his name. Ben Barrow, something like that. Well, they are actually on the run at this point. People are actually looking after them, and what we've seen is she actually helps them escape from these people who are looking for them. And so to do that, she ends up having herself and one of her partners here, they kind of dress up, they cosplay, if you will, to go out and make it look like these people had died. And we see that here they actually head to Las Vegas. And the way the first issue of Heatseeker ended, we seen that her partner actually got captured and killed and strung up on basically like a billboard there in Las Vegas for everyone to see. So they kind of sending a message to her like, hey, we know who you are, and we're after you. We're looking for you to find Joanna Tan. And I swear I can't remember the other guy's name. It's definitely Barrow. Definitely Barrow. Yeah. It's in here somewhere. but we see that she actually has all these contingency plans and everything for fooling these people. But there's obviously somebody after her now, after after she helped these other people disappear, and we kind of get a little bit of background here along the way throughout this whole story here about some of her past and the people that she has met along the way, and just kind of some of the danger that she is facing. And here she actually comes across the sister of her partner, who is actually now gunning for her, trying to find out exactly what happened to her brother, why she got her brother killed. And again, very good. This is a very good spy thriller series in which, of course, once again, we've got hot women, we've got guns, we've got plenty of boobs here too, if you like that. And you know me, I'm not against it. I know it's not for everybody, but we do get a lot of that. And I will say that while I know a lot of people don't always necessarily like all the sexual content in here, a lot of it isn't done just to be done. A lot of it kind of goes along with our story of what's going on here. So it's not just gratuitously put in there for absolutely no reason. But altogether, I think Heatseeker so far through these first couple of issues is very good. I would say right up there with that Gun Honey series, which I really did enjoy, that came out. Man, I want to say it was just last year, but I'm thinking maybe it started the previous year in 2021. I could be wrong. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Gun Honey or it's this new series, Heatseeker. Again, a bunch of great covers here from out of the Heatseeker series and the good people over there at Titan Comics. Let me know if you've checked it out and what you think about it down in the comments below. We'll get in here and see what everybody else is talking about. I see we've also got my man Chillmonger in the building. Says, she has ways. My mind only goes one direction. Yes. Yeah. I mean that's, she does. She has her ways, you got to think that it's temptation. Temptation is, is an easy way, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong there, Chillmonger. I mean, where your mind is going there, that direction that it's going. Yes. And that's, and that's something that I'm perfectly fine with. I mean, I think, we even see it out of characters like Black Widow, who do use their sexual appeal to, I wouldn't even say simple-minded men. I mean, like, I'm not simple-minded, but hey, if you're sitting there kind of coming on to me and making me, trying to give me those vibes, for one, well, I'm going to be suspicious anyway. I might be a handsome son of a bitch, but I'm going to be like, where are you coming from with all, why are you coming on a little aggressive there? Why are you coming on a little aggressive there? But let's face it, it does make a lot of guys like, think with the wrong head, right? Makes a lot of people think with the wrong head. But definitely Heatseeker, very good series. Thank you once again for being here. Chillmonger, I see we've also got Aggressively Relaxing. It says, right, Chill, we are totally thinking the same thing. Bribery. Yeah, bribery or boobery. But yes, again, Heatseeker, very good series. Again, the only book out of these books I didn't get to check out so far was Scarlet Couture. But let me know down in the comments below what was on your comic book pull list this week and what was your favorite read of the week. I will tell you, for me, the book I was most looking forward to, which this week we got some good ones, man. We got The Madness that came out from AWA Upshot, written by J. Michael Straczynski. I really did enjoy that series. I didn't know what to expect. It's AWA Upshot, so I'm like, hey, it's probably going to be pretty good. It was a pretty good series. Scarlet Couture, like I said, I didn't get a chance to read it. I'm hoping it's going to be a good series. Like I said, the art in it doesn't quite do it for me, but it wasn't bad art. Just not really, my style. It looks, like I said, it looks a little more animation style. But I was looking forward to The Madness, see what we got in there, which I thought was really excellent. Heatseeker. You guys know, like I said, I loved the Gun Honey series so far. Heatseeker has been absolutely great. But I got to tell you, the one I was actually most anticipating to read, and one that still didn't disappoint me this week, was Gene Simmons' Dominatrix. An absolutely great series so far here through the first 2 issues. So I would say I've got a pretty great week of some comic books here. Not very many, but some very good ones. Absolutely. And Again, let me know if you've got a chance to read any of these books. I would highly suggest checking out Heatseeker, very good series. The Madness, once again, very good, and Dominatrix, definitely a recommend. And I would say Dominatrix is probably my read of the week, as it was that second issue. I'm sitting there kind of like, man, do I know what to expect out of here? Is it going to be a series I'm going to continue to pull and enjoy reading? And it looks like it so far. The art in the book is very good. The storytelling is there. Very good series. And Heatseeker, I already knew that was one I was gonna enjoy and that I would recommend anyway. I mean, it's part of the Gun Honey series, written by the same writer. So why would I not have that expectation that it was gonna be good and it live up to that expectation when the first issue did, and here in the second issue, definitely very good setup. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. We got Brian Mccann here as well, another one of the Myrtle Maniacs. Says Ghost in the Shell, complete classic manga. All right. All right. I'm glad you're enjoying that. One of these days, maybe I'll get a chance to check it out. But again, if you haven't got a chance, if you like your manga, as I said, I am getting ready this Friday to give away this first volume right here of Calico. Here Comes Calico, the manga. And I did just get in Here Comes Calico volume 2 of the manga as well. So if you like manga, I'm going to be giving these away to one of our channel members. All you got to do to get entered into that is be a channel member. That's it. And don't forget, of course, we will soon be giving away the Hell Witch Forbidden as well. Another good series from the great people at Coffin Comics. So, yeah. There we go with that. There we go with that. But let me know, what do you guys up to today? Is there anything that you're excited about? Is there anything you're excited about seeing coming up? Is there a new movie? Did you go watch Oppenheimer? Did you watch Barbie? I know my wife and my two daughters, they went out and watched Barbie here over this last weekend. All of the discourse, I guess you could say, over that Barbie movie has kind of got me interested. I didn't go watch it, but I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like I might go see Barbie over Oppenheimer, only because like I know what to expect out of Oppenheimer. Like, I know what to expect out of yeah, I know what to expect out of that. I mean, if you've ever seen one of a Christopher Nolan film, and whatever happened to his brother? Remember, it used to be the Nolans. Now it's just Christopher. Like, where did his brother go? I know what to expect out of a Nolan film, but all the discourse over Barbie has kind of piqued my interest. I'm kind of like, man, I'm hearing all these things from everybody, from people who, like, I'm surprised like the movie. Obviously, people that I'm not surprised don't like the movie. People who are just, and obviously it's doing good at the box office. I'm like, man. Like, y'all, like, I see what y'all did. Like, y'all did something smart here. Y'all did something smart in trying to, like, you actually got my interest piqued for me, a 44-year-old man to want to go see the Barbie movie? Really? I don't know. I'm interested. I'm probably going to go check it out. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to go check it out. It almost makes me wish we still had our dollar theater. It wasn't even the dollar theater by the time it closed down. It was like $3. But hey, $3 for a movie, that's still not bad. It's still not bad. I'm still not complaining about that price. But maybe at some point I need to go check that movie out. I need to go check it out. But let's see. I will also see we've got Brian Mccann says, I saw him 2 coming. Yes. And I believe, I'm not sure. I was talking to one of the guys over there at the Rippaverse yesterday. Said my order should be shipping out today. Should be shipping out today. So I can't wait to it should be here Wednesday. New comic book day next week. I should have my my ISOM 2 order here. I should have it here, and I'll finally be able to read it. I get so jealous. Everybody's got their copies in. People overseas are getting their copies in. Everybody's sitting there reading and enjoying it. I haven't got a chance to read it yet. I'm spoiled. I go to the comic shop and I help them get ready for new comic book day and everything every Tuesday. So I'm spoiled with getting to read my comic books. Maybe about 8 hours before most other people do. So I'm spoiled like that. And everybody else is getting ready to read ISOM 2 first, and I'm like, hey man, I want to read it. I heard it's really good. I did quite enjoy the first book as well. I did enjoy ISOM 1. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I see we've also got Jedi Jen that joined us as well. Thank you so much for being here, Jedi Jen. Chomonger says, Gene Simmons reaching 73 is worth celebrating. Yeah, man, it's like, yeah, he's getting up there. And 73, man, I can't believe he's only 73. So that puts him, really only a couple of decades older than me, which is pretty crazy to think about. Because when I was a kid, I remember being a little kid. I remember being a little kid knowing who Kiss was and how big they were at that time, and thinking about, we fast forward this many years later, and like I said, sometimes I think of people, like I said, like a Gene Simmons being 73, I think like, man, like he was just a kid when I was a kid, like I was like a little kid. I would have been a toddler or a baby or whatnot, but he was still basically a kid. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking like, 20s when they started making a name for themselves and getting really big. Pretty crazy to think about. If I think about it, that 30 years, makes a big difference. But, just thinking about it, like, man, like 73, that's not too bad. But yeah, he's definitely getting up there in age. Yeah. We've also got Jason from Polyhedral Paradise here as well. My man, Jason, I hope all is going well with you. I hope you're doing good. Let's see. I see we've also got Brian Mccann says, hyped for Blue Beetle. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. Like, I'm not hyped for it, but I might go see it at the theater. Like, with the DC movies at this point, I'm kind of like, is there really any point to any of this? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think, the actor, the main actor guy, what's his name? Zolo, can't freestyle on the mic very good. He pre-wrote that shit. Don't give me none of that stuff. But, I mean, he's pretty good. I like him in, what was, the Karate Kid show, the Cobra Kai. He's pretty good in that. I know he was in another show as well. I can't remember what it was. I think my kids were watching that too. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. And I don't know, what's his name is in there too? George Lopez, right? Isn't Lopez is in there? Isn't that his name? George? Yeah. The comedian guy. I don't know. The movie looks like it'd be all right. I mean, it looks like it looks like it might be the best MCU movie that DC ever does. But who knows? I mean, it looks like it's kind of a mix between Spider-Man, MCU's Spider-Man, Spider-Boy. It looks like it's kind of a mix between that and I don't know. It looks like it'd be all right though. Looks like it might be all right. I might go check it out. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but like I said, just the way the DC has been, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. Like when Black Adam came out on Max, I tried to watch it. Man, that was rough. That was really rough trying to watch that movie. So I'm not sure how hyped I am about that. Speaking of which, one of the other things that I haven't got a chance to check out yet. I've seen people talk about it. I've seen people do the breakdowns and everything on this, and that's the Loki season 2 trailer. I haven't seen the Loki. I haven't actually watched the Loki season 2 trailer. So I figured maybe what we could do is I'll pull it up here and I'll check it out, and we'll see what this thing is all about. If you guys want to do that, maybe. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get into that. Let's see. I know I've got it pulled up here. Let's check this thing out and see what I think here. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet. Let's see.
Obi? Hello? We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Mobius! Wow! Great to see you again!
About it.
That's what's been happening.
Wow. Time slipping.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No. It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah.
I've
almost
been
great.
pulled through time between the past and the present. Hello? If what I saw is true, there's nothing that stands between this world and utter destruction.
Only one way to find out. Little good old-fashioned legwork. Listen, we have different styles. You're a man of action, which is fine. I take a more slow, deliberate, cerebral approach.
Key lime pie.
It's really goodbye.
It's up to us to save this place.
Is this cracked?
You okay?
Whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods. But how do you choose who lives and who dies?
Make the hard choice.
It's him.
You better run!
War is on its way.
Come on, you're the god of mischief.
Always have been. Always will be.
A little over the top, don't you think? I thought it was spot on.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks all right. It looks all right. You guys know, in case you've been hanging around here for any amount of time, I'm not really, I wasn't really big on the first season of Loki. Like, it's okay. It's all right. Just a lot of some of the things that happen in the show kind of contradict themselves later, or just pretty much say okay, you got this here, but this here don't make sense. Some of it, I wasn't impressed by very much by Michael Waldron's writing. He's not writing this season, so maybe it'll be a little bit better. He is still, I believe, he's still being a producer, kind of overseeing some of the stuff. But I don't know. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's kind of falling right in line with what we've seen and got out of the first season. Which, one of the things I was kind of wondering about was we've seen Ravonna. Renslayer at the end got away, and we actually see her here in this trailer. Kind of interested to see where that's going, because thinking about, and I haven't read a whole lot of the Kang stuff in the comic books. I mean, I've read some just through some of the Avengers series and stuff like that, but I'm very interested to see where her character comes in with all this, because I feel like she's obviously still on the side of Kang and He Who Remains, but I was kind of having the theory towards the end, maybe she's maybe she's in on it with him and was kind of there, and obviously I feel like she kind of likes and was in love with him, although they still gave the impression in the show that she was kind of friendly towards Morbius, and maybe that was in a means to try to get him to do the things that she needed or wanted him to do. I don't know, very hard to say, but the one thing, my biggest thing here, you guys know, the one thing I hated most about that show was we got Sophia DiMartino coming back, and it looks like she's going to be playing a pretty big role in the series. And I just, man, I would say her acting is maybe right, maybe that much better than Gal Gadot, in the sense that I don't think she's a very good actor. For me, she ruined a lot of the scenes and things that she was in the first season. And I'm definitely not looking forward to seeing what Sophia DiMartino is going to be doing here in the second season of Loki. Like I said, I think she kind of single-handedly ruined a lot of that first season. And obviously she's going to be a bigger part this season, it looks like. And man, I just don't know, man. Luke Wilson and Tom Hiddleston weren't able to overcome that last season. I can't imagine it's going to be any better this season with her being a bigger role. And then we also even see the other agent who was there for the TVA, who she didn't seem like a very good actor either. Who was what was it, Hunter 15 or whatever. Man, I don't know. Maybe you could have maybe taken her out. Maybe you could find a way to kill the other Loki and do away with that. But I don't know. I will say that when it comes down to it, as much as I don't like that series, the first season of Loki, I do think that now where we are as far as like the MCU shows, I think I wouldn't say it's one of the better ones. It's still pretty far down there, but I think there's definitely room and potential for this to be a pretty good series. Though, in case you've been around long enough to hear me flap my gums about, I'm not going to put too much stock into it, because one of the things I feel is like people have put far too much stock into these Marvel Studios TV shows, which by all means they have every right to and probably should, because one of the things I've said about television shows is I don't like television shows. The only reason I'm really watching these and the Star Wars shows is because they are tied into, they're spinoffs from this cinematic universe that I actually do enjoy. And I think that's what separates it and makes this a little bit different from any of the other shows you typically see out there, be it your Game of Thrones and your House of the Dragon, or The Sopranos, or even things like Star Trek, which was originally a show, became some movies, and then is still a show, and they do that. The thing is, like with these MCU shows, these Star Wars shows, is they spin out of a cinematic universe. So we still kind of have that expectation of these shows for that, because they are in-universe shows. They are canon, if you will. And I think that's one of the things that I won't fault anybody for having those high expectations of these shows in that sense, because Kevin Feige said you need to watch these shows, because they do tie into the cinematic universe. However, I do feel that the whole time a lot of people have put, I wouldn't say me in particular, but a lot of people have put far too much stock into them and are expecting a little bit too much, although they should. They absolutely should. And you know what's funny is, I was even going back because when I had to renew my Disney Plus subscription to watch Secret Invasion, just the past couple of nights, I was going back and I was rewatching WandaVision, man. And I was rewatching, I'm like, man, like this show is so great. Like this is where they had that formula nailed down. Like the finale wasn't the best. It definitely wasn't the best, but I feel like everything else about the show, and I still got to get to the finale, once again. And I've watched all of these series multiple times. I watched all of them multiple times. And like WandaVision was just so damn good. Like I watch it and I'm like, man, like they're just fun and entertaining, and all, like I remember at the time too, all the little things we would speculate about with the show, like, ooh, what's this mean? Like that intro to the second episode of WandaVision, we got all the things there that kind of tie into the Vision and Scarlet Witch series, in which we seen Grim Reaper, we see the Wizard, we see all those little Easter eggs there for that were in that show, and just a lot of the things that happened in the show were just so damn good. I mean, we were looking into every little thing during that show. The speculation was just like, it was so high, and it was so, and like I mean, even with the finale, as lackluster as the finale was, it wasn't absolutely terrible, but there was just so much to speculate, and even still kind of riding a high after that show, like, hey, this is a decent show, it's a pretty good one, And then it was so funny because like a lot of that really started to end quick, because by the time we got into like Falcon and Winter Soldier, it didn't seem like there was as much speculation going on with that show, because I think it was a little bit different, a different style show, but it didn't seem like there was a lot of the same kind of speculation and theories coming out of that show as we had in WandaVision. But that's just if you ask me. And then, like, I think after that was the Loki series, which, I think there's a lot of things to glean from and look into and theorize from that first season of Loki. Although a lot of those things that we could sit there and theorize and speculate about, again, within the show itself, they kind of crush some of that in the sense that, what you say, what we're telling you and how things go in this universe aren't quite how it goes, because we kind of walk some of that back, and we also see that through some of that, it's not actually true. It doesn't necessarily hold water the whole time. So I don't know, but I've been watching the WandaVision series again. I made it through like the first 3 episodes again. I'm just like, man, this is such a good, like, this was such a good one, man. It was such a good series. I wish we could get more just like that. I wish we could get more WandaVision type of series out of these shows, you know, and because they didn't do, like I said, they didn't do nothing too big, too crazy, but it gave us a lot to speculate about, and we were looking into it all, and like I said, looking back at it, like, man, it was a pretty good series. I can watch it now. Like, I could rewatch that series over and over. Like, I need a DVD set of the WandaVision series. I need it. I need a physical copy because I like that series. It's just so damn good. And I think a lot of the acting is good in it. I think just kind of everything done in it is good. And you know what? No, I won't even go there. But yeah, just a series that I really did enjoy. And then thinking about some of the other series, you know, we know what happened with Falcon and Winter Soldier, where it was so affected by everything that was going on with the Pandy that, you know, they Frankenstein the hell out of that show. Loki, it's probably a Frankenstein to begin with, considering Michael Baldwin was on it. But that's just if you ask me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. We'll get here into the live chats once again before we say goodbye for the rest of the day. I see we've got Maverick Pilgrim in the building as well, and let's see what conversation we got. Oh, and Jedi Mike showed up as well. Jedi Mike in the building. Let's see. Oh, Quentin said that's a dope shirt. Yeah, you like that? American Mary shirt. Yee. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Is it one of them buses with the leather seats? Which buses? What bus with the leather seat? I know I missed something there because I'm behind on that one. I cannot get my store for my small pull list until after I go back to school paycheck. Oh, okay, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. You get your pull list. Yeah, you need that back to school money. Yeah, for the tutoring. I hear you, Jedi Mike. Oh, I must have missed those from before. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, here we are. Are you calling it Iron Man Uno? What? Which one? Iron Man Uno. Oh, you talking about the suit? Is that what you're talking about? The suit that he was wearing in the trailer? Or you? Oh no, are you talking about Blue Beetle? Yeah. Blue Beetle. Yeah, I could see that. Kind of a mix between, I don't know, but it seemed like, you know, when you got an alien sentient kind of suit thing. Yeah, I don't know. Iron Man or no. Aglax says, who cares if the DC universe feels disjointed? DC brand's special power is do a crisis and use whatever is working. Hey, you know, and I'm not going to say that you're wrong there. I can't say that you're wrong there, Aglax. I can't say that you're wrong, like, at all, but then again, I mean, you know.
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. As soon as Black Adam reveals his motivation, that movie becomes awesome. I'm not even sure if I made it that far. Into the movie. I was so, man, I don't know. It was pretty bad. I hope Mobius gets his jet ski one day. You know what? I'm willing to bet he works there at the jet ski place selling jet skis. And he probably likes to jet ski. But that version of Mobius, yeah, maybe he will. Looking forward to Thor seeing Loki is alive again. Well, he's not necessarily alive again, right? He's not necessarily alive again because we've seen him die. But then again, we did see in the first series where, what's his name character, the old Loki, said that, he wasn't really dead. He just disguised himself in the rubble in space, which was coming out of the whole fan thing where, yeah. But, yeah, Thor seeing his brother alive again, yeah. How's Thor going to take that? He's probably going to be like, man, I've had enough of this trickery or witchery or something. Jedi Jen says, nothing impresses you, Trinity. I sound like my wife, huh? My wife is like that too. She'll say all the time about something like, I'm not impressed. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Chillmonger says, WandaVision was a fun time. Yeah, man, it was. It really was. It was the best of times. And you know what? I still watch the show, and like it's still, to me, it's still the best one. It's still the best one. It's still one of my favorites, and it's a good one. It's a really good one. It's a fun time, especially like I know a lot of people didn't like it, but like those first 2-3 episodes, everyone's like, oh, it's kind of filler. There's nothing really going on. Like I like those. Like those are some of my favorite ones though. Some of that filler is like some of my favorite episodes of it. But yeah, WandaVision is still one of the best ones. Maverick says, yeah, WandaVision was a good one. Could have been better, but overall good. Yeah, it could have been better. Like I said, I think it was the finale that was really kind of, and it's not even like, terrible. It's just kind of, it could be better. It could be better. But yeah, definitely one of the better ones. Maverick says, yeah, I didn't finish Black Adam either. Yeah, man, that was rough. That was really rough. Also didn't finish Shazam 2. See, I was able to make it through Shazam 2. Like it was at least entertaining, albeit I think it was more aimed at a younger audience, like kids. It was more like a kids kind of movie, Taste the rainbow, yeah. Or what did she say? Taste the fucking rainbow. I can't remember how exactly it was, but yeah. But my kids love it. My kids enjoyed both Shazam movies. I thought the first one was better than the second, but yeah, my kids like both of them. Like I said, I think it was definitely aimed more at younger audiences. Phil Ailing, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well today. Maverick Pilgrim says, will we see Frog Thor in Loki 2? I don't know. Probably a little bit out of their budget. And what was this I heard? Did I hear that right? The Disney Plus is going to raise their subscription price again. I swear I seen Josh tweet that out. Was it this morning? I seen it this morning, but like they're seriously going to raise the price again. They just raised it. They just raised it, and you're going to raise it again? Like, come on, man. Like, I get that the stuff's not working out for you, but you're going to lose more subscribers. You might get a few more dollars out of everybody, but you're going to lose. And I'm not sure, like, I don't know. For me, I'm not sure that they have the value on their streaming platform for me to want to pay that much for it. I mean, I pay, God, I don't know, it was like, I think the price that it is right now, like $10.99 or whatever, for Amazon Prime. You can order shit, have it shipped free to your house. And they've got a bunch of shit that you can watch on their little streaming platform for free. A bunch of shit. And it changes. They got different shit. Where, even Netflix. I don't have Netflix. I haven't had Netflix in probably 3 or 4 years. But they've got a wider variety of shit to choose from. Like HBO Max. I get HBO Max because it's complimentary with my cell phone plan. But I wouldn't, I'm not sure what price they pay for it, but I wouldn't be willing to pay more than $10 a month for what they got on Max. Although on Max they do have some very good, some of those good like old school TV shows and stuff like that, and plenty of great movies. But I'm still not sure that I would pay more than $10 a month for that. I'm glad it's free for me, for free. But yeah. Yeah, I can't believe Disney Plus is going to try to... They're going to raise their prices again, man. They're going to fucking lose subscriptions again. I guarantee you, some people out there are going to be like, fuck this, and they're going to cancel if they haven't already canceled anyway. I know I have. People only eat Twinkies for the filler. That's true. That's true. You're very right there. You're very right. Yeah, raised $2 or $3. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy because like the basic package to get ads, you get ads with that shit. Isn't it like $9? Isn't it like $9 anyway to get like with ads, and to get it without, it's like $11. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? What? I guess they're trying to make financially. Decisions that I wouldn't even say financially viable, but they're trying to make decisions that financially put them in a better place, but at the cost of losing subscriptions over gaining subscriptions or keeping people, not losing subscriptions, man, I'm not sure those extra couple dollars is worth it. But again, to me, I mean, what is it? Like Josh was talking about, the value proposition. I'm not sure that it's there for Disney Plus at this point. A lot of the shows, the movies, like most of like I have the DVDs of definitely all the Infinity Saga of all those movies. The shows aren't worth it for me to keep watching those over and over again at that price. A lot of the old school Disney movies, like a lot of the animated ones that I enjoyed like as a kid and that my kids enjoy, I own them already. Why would I want to keep paying for it? Like I'm not that tempted by what is the National Geographic stuff, but definitely not by the kids programming on there. Just there's not enough there for me to pay to not even for me to want to pay that, but for me to justify paying that much for it. I pay and this is coming from somebody who pays like $15 a month for the Amazon Unlimited music, the Music Unlimited. And I don't even use that as much as my wife and my kids do. But like to me, like that $15 is more worth it because I got so much more at my fingertips to be able to listen to different kinds of music. We're there. Disney don't have that much on their streaming platform to justify me paying that much for it at all. At all. I think it's a dumb decision, though I understand financially why they're doing it. But yeah. All right, Maverick, have a good one. Have a good day. Chillmonger says the majority of Disney Plus viewers is kids. Parents can shut their kids up for an hour. Yeah, and unfortunately, like I said, I don't keep it on because most of the shit they got on there, I don't need my kids watching that shit. Like they don't like no. Most of it, no, not at all. Dave Filoni is the only thing keeping me. Yeah. No, I hear you, Chillmonger, and you know what? Like aside from the MCU shows, doing like I'm doing your model, what you were doing before, like the like as soon as the series I'm watching is over, I cancel. As soon as it's over, I cancel. When one starts up that I'm interested in, I'll get it. I'll get it I'll do the month by month thing, but I'm definitely not paying for the months in between and stuff like that. Like Ahsoka's coming up, I'll probably subscribe to watch the Ahsoka show, but I might be only paying for the first month or whatever. I'll have to rewatch the rest later because I'll pay for it for that month, and like if I miss the last like 2-3 episodes, I'm probably gonna have to wait till Loki comes out. Whatever series comes up next for me to watch those last couple. Because like I'm like that now too. I'm like I'll pay for a month. That's it. For Secret Invasion, I paid for 2 months, and I'm regretting that. I wish I would have waited to pay for that second month to watch those last 2 lame ass episodes. Like I wish I would have waited. I wish I would have waited at this point. And now I've learned my lesson. We're like pay for the month, watch those first 4 episodes because like when they release, they do the model they're doing. They know what they're doing. Like we'll do 6 weeks. That'll make people. If they resubscribe like Trinity and Chillmonger's doing, we got them for 4 weeks. We got 2 more episodes. They'll watch those 2. They'll pay for another month for those last 2 episodes. So we got them for another month, and then they'll have a month off, and then we'll start the next series. Like no. At this point, I'm doing just the month. I'll wait to watch those last couple episodes when a new series starts. I want to watch. That's how it's gonna go. I'll catch up. You're only getting the month out of me now, damn it. I did an annual subscription, but it's a tax write-off now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and for me, like I'm not like I buy plenty of comic books every month, like it's not a tax write-off at this point. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, exactly. Wait and binge watch it. Haven't watched the show since Mando season 3, episode 4. Hey, I can't blame you at all. Wait, Mando season 3? They didn't even have a season 3. You're talking about Book of Boba Fett, aren't you? Know what you're talking about? Or did they have a Mando season 3? Let me think. No, you're right. No, they did. You're right. They did. Never mind. Forget what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, now supposedly they're turning season 4 into a movie. probably a good decision. They need to put out a movie. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today's live stream. Thank you all so much for being here. In case you are here now and didn't catch the beginning of the stream, I started off talking about some of these giveaways I'm going to be doing. I talked about some of the new comic books that I picked up for the week, which include Scarlet Couture from Titan Comics, as well as Heatseeker, a gun hunting series from Titan Comics. Also talked a little bit about AWA Upshot's new series, The Madness, as well as Opus Comics, Gene Simmons' Dominatrix, a series I highly suggest, recommend. I highly recommend. But thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow on the Trailer Park Live, where I will be giving away, picking the winner for this copy of Here Comes Calico, Volume 1, the manga. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.